Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play.
And now they try the right side here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense. What was that, man?
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
The pass.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, New England.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
They're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the Ravens taking the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Ravens 0.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 7. 1st down, New England.
And they give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Number 22.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And complete right side to Cook.
The pass.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 on the play.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Matabike coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number 1, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
3, Ravens nothing.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
The keeper.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Lamar Jackson.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's the option play now to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, New England.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch is made by Harry.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. A try here for the extra point.
The extra point.
And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Ravens 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in Lambeau. Buffalo in town to take on Green Bay, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Bengals hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Wind at his back now in this third quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Ravens 6.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jerome Wasser now for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second and 7, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Andrews, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he loses the football a second time.
Dobbins.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Gus Edwards, the ball carrier.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
That's good.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option, Jackson will keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Edwards.
21.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Edwards, the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Ravens 9.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
2nd and 9 now.
27-yard line.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
On third down, Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over.
2-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. The Bills have taken the lead late in that ball game. Devin Singletary, a touchdown on the ground in that one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
To throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jackson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Carried by number
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Patriots.
They'll set up to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New England.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles.
The pass.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 21.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
Jackson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Jackson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Jackson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
The Patriots.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete. Kyle Duggar there on
from the gun. Jackson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.